The Otsego County United Way is a nonprofit organization that assists the funding with other nonprofit organizations and programs right here in our community. Together, we are all working hard to meet the needs here in our community and advance the common good. To advance the common good right here in Otsego County, I think the focus has to start with education. That early education from birth on up is the key to success for our students and our children to be able to sustain a good income that will help them later in life. Educating the youth right here in our community is the responsibility of everyone, and I think that those things can happen in many different ways.
Students in 5 Gaylord High School economics classes went beyond their books with a project called Chip In for Charity. The students bagged and sold chocolate-covered potato chips from the Alpine Chocolate House while learning about business and being involved.
As an educator, I'm always looking to try to take the kids beyond the classroom walls. You can only learn so much from the book until you actually do it.
We all learned we had to work as a team to get everything done, otherwise we were behind the other classes and we didn't want to lose.
It's real easy, cut and dry on paper, but when the problems come in, the work gets going.
A lot of us wanted to just eat the chips and the caramel corn and everything, and we realized that in the first couple of days we were losing so much money.
We do it for a cause. There's always a charity involved.
Our 5 classes in economics raised about $500 for United Way. We decided that we would help more by funding United Way because they fund 15 different agencies instead of each of us just picking one.
It teaches them that, everything I do I don't get paid for, but what I'm doing is going to help somebody else out. And them type of values, when you can set them in a younger age, it goes so far.
I learned that helping your community is more important than just helping yourself.
What's the purpose of education? It's to give the youth the information they need, the knowledge they need, help them understand the world around them and how they can be a contributing member to society. Within that, they can find their own way and decide which way they can do that best. But if we don't teach them social responsibility, we've missed the boat in education.
I think you're going to plant a seed in a young mind, and that person's just going to be such a good, no matter what community they go to, they're going to be a valuable asset to that community.
How do you reach that critical mass to bring people together? And I think it starts with our youth.
Every summer, the Otsego County MSU Extension holds the 4-H Adventure Quest Day Camp with United Way dollars. This 2-week camp provides hands-on activities for children and mentoring opportunities for high school students.
This year, the United Way donated $1,000 to the 4-H Adventure Quest Camp, and that allowed 10 individuals from the ages 6 to 12 to be able to come to the camp for free and to enjoy the activities that they may not get to enjoy due to funding. Most of our counselors that we get are campers that outgrow the age group and come back because they've had so much fun and they want to be able to share the experiences that they had when they were 6 years old. A lot of kids here do not have siblings, and so they're able to bond with one of the counselors and kind of have a friend throughout the 2 weeks. When you see how vital they are to the community and giving money to various programs like this, everyone needs to get out there and either volunteer, donate, or do some way help United Way. It's a nice way to give back to our community.
Through a federal grant, North Central Michigan College helped put young people to work with a Youth Employment Success Program. More than 65 at-risk youth found summer jobs in Otsego County nonprofit organizations. While earning a paycheck, the young employees learned much more.
The importance of education, the importance of being employed, the importance of giving back to the community.
As an employee through the YES program, Ashley Dufour found her path.
I start college next week for dental hygiene. I will have to start my first couple years here, and then I'll probably transfer to a bigger college. But actually, I'd like to come back up north here and work somewhere.
You just watch them puff out. You watch their expressions change, you watch their posture change.
I'm much more confident now. Much more confident, and that it gave me a lot of new tools, like knowing what to do and knowing how to approach an employer.
Without the nonprofit people, employers taking them in, these kids would not have been able to pop their bubble and not been able to go outside their norm.
It taught them to be a better person, and as a result of that, they realized, hey, I like this. I would like to be a real employee and succeed in life.
That builds hope, prosperity, health, both mental and physical. And again, how do you measure that in a community? I don't know, but you know when it's not there.
It's a very important role to be a part of the community. We got to come over to United Way and help volunteer, and I thought that was real great.
We mirrored United Way, I felt, in many ways, in the fact that we were, our desire, our outcome was the same, to have active community members, educated community members, quality community members, and happy community members that are, it's full circle. We give, we take, we give, we take, we share, we build a community.
United Way works ultimately through donations from our community. In those donations, our community dollars is how we feel about those, and we have 15 amazing organizations that are nonprofits that are making differences right here in our community. And when you take dollars and you can spread those out through all those different agencies, you're going to be able to touch the lives of many, many more individuals than if you were to choose just one organization or two organizations. It's really amazing to me to see how far a donation to the Otsego County United Way can go in this community.
We cover everything from marital counseling to grief to domestic violence to children, elder care. The whole spectrum is there. Because of United Way dollars, you might be able to get in or have a friend, a relative, or a neighbor get in. We have groups that we work with that we would not be able to without the funding.
The funds that we use from United Way help to support our domestic abuse and sexual assault services. And those include a 24-hour crisis line, 24-hour crisis response for either one of those issues. I'm proud to say that Otsego County has helped support us almost from the very beginning when we started in 1980 with a shelter program. Without that kind of community support, we wouldn't have the local presence that we need in order to support the services that we are providing for domestic abuse and sexual assault victims here in Otsego County.
Due to high unemployment, our community has unprecedented needs at this time. We find people are using the food pantry who have never used it before. We have served nearly 3,000 clients during the first 7 months of 2009. We expect to serve 6,000 by the end of the year. The donations to the United Way provide space for us to operate the food pantry. Without them, it would be difficult.
When you give, advocate for your cause, or volunteer in your community, you are truly living united. Your actions directly support agencies that influence and improve the education, income, and health of our community. With community support, the Otsego County United Way can create long-lasting changes that will prevent problems from happening in the first place.
United Way is just a great organization, and it's very vital to the community.
United Way is a wonderful way for a community to come together to help support the services that they need to make it a good, healthy, and strong community.
When all those aspects come together, amazing things happen.
The more people that live united in their community, the better community we're going to have.
We invite you to be part of the change. Together, we can inspire hope and create opportunities for a better tomorrow. That's what it means to live united.